Let's go over how to change oil on a Honda GX690. At least this is how I like to do it. I've already got this off. This is just a piece of silicone hose into an old oil can. It takes a little while to drain, so usually that's the first thing that I like to do. Drop that in there, and I like to use a Honda filter. I buy these like 15 to 20 at a time. I can, somebody wants the part number. I don't know if that's in frame or not, but that's it. They actually use these on quite a bit of Honda vehicles. You should be able to find them at a Honda dealership or online. I already poured a little bit of oil in here. I like to just put a little bit there on the O-ring. It's pretty. There's usually some left over here. I just kind of have this ready into the side. This is the second one for the other side. I'm doing two here at the same time. All right, so I'll go ahead and pull off this old oil filter. I like to use just a grocery bag, or sometimes I have some other plastic bags that are a little bit thicker. It's kind of silly how I do this, but I feel like this is about the best way I've found that doesn't make a huge mess, but it still kind of makes a mess from time to time. So I just kind of lay the bag around the oil filter, tuck it up as much as I can around the little finned oil cooler, and then just start. It should come off by hand. It's loose now. And the key is not to get your bag all twisted up. You kind of want to unscrew it and then kind of keep ratcheting your bag. Make sure the back of it's held up, and you're good until now. Now the oil is coming out. And then you kind of want to just quickly unscrew it. And it's off. It is going to drip. I kind of hold the bag there for a second, try to catch that, and then I come in and replace it with a rag. It is going to drip, and I'm trying to keep the bag upright. The bag, the filter, and now we're kind of just out of drip. So, and then just dispose of this properly. I don't know if that'll help anybody, but that's the best way I've come up with it in 15 years of changing oil on these things. Set that aside, and then I just check this out, let it drip, wipe the sealing surface here for that O-ring. Hopefully my head's not blocking, but it is going to drip. It'll drip for quite a while, so just kind of leave that there. That's slow enough for me to go ahead and put the new filter back on. Still got a little bit of oil here in the top. It's probably going to spill as I go in, so I'm going to pour that off just to keep from making a mess. Still dripping a little bit there. All right. Again, I just make sure there's plenty of oil on here, so get a little bit on that O-ring. I do go ahead and write the hours that I change it, the date, and then I initial it because I'm the one who did it. Still a couple more drips. Then go back on. You always want to go backwards. Make sure you find your beginning thread, and then go on. You'll feel it make contact with the O-ring, and then I usually go about 3/4 turn. About there, and then that's good. Go ahead and double check and wipe. Make sure all of that is dry. Check this, see if this has got any more coming out. And it looks like it is done. hold this up. Just pop this silicone hose. I had it forever. It's just a little piece of hose. It will slide right over that. Save that for later. We'll wipe that. Just a little drip of oil. This is really nice. You don't have to have a tool to take this off. And then that's closed up. Not too bad. Just two little drips there. So the grocery bag's kind of silly, but it works pretty well. If not, you just got a little bit more of a mess to clean up. So that's pretty much it for the filter. Now we're good here. We got this closed up, new filter on. So the next step would be we got to get oil back in it. Okay, we got 2.2 quarts of oil, roughly 2.2 quarts, 2 liters is the capacity for this thing. Always double check it with your dipstick. I'm going to wait and do mine when I'm a little bit more on flat ground, but that's enough to get me close. Obviously, check your dipstick, get it between the dots. If you're too low, it will. It has a sensor. It will shut off the engine. A little light here will come on. I have also found if you put too much in it, it's very intermittent, but you will get. The only thing I think is it's got too much oil and it's putting oil up into a certain part of the engine and it's making its way into the combustion chamber. It's burning oil. Basically what you'll see is I typically will smell burning oil, and if you can catch it, it's this 5-second puff of blue smoke from the exhaust. It's just pushing out somewhere and making it into the combustion chamber. It's burning the oil. It's very intermittent. It took me a while to figure out what it was, but the oil level was just a little too much. You could go and drain a little bit of oil off or let it be and it'll burn off what it needs to burn off. If it's doing it a lot, you probably want to drain it off, but if it's just doing it once or twice a day, it's probably just fine to let it be. Okay, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Drain the oil, change your filter, and then put your oil back in there. Run it for a minute or so, shut it off, check your oil level. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.